It's very, very important day for you. We celebrate with you, Honorable Cameron, and we want to wish you many more peaceful anniversaries. Thank you so much. Enjoy this moment. Je moet elke oomblik van die dag ontmoet, meneer. Honorable Souls, I see your hand is up.
Yes, Chair. Maybe I must also say, firstly, happy anniversary, Masakan.
Yeah.
And then just on a point of procedure, Chair, I thought it would be apt for me to raise it before we start here now. Honorable Mates raised a very important thing before we went for break. We know that you are human, so whenever you leave, we understand. But for two occasions now, yesterday and today, when the chair has left the building, then there was a robust exchange between whoever's questioning and the witness. And then there's no one to preside.
Yeah.
So I think perhaps we should decide on what happens when chair is not here. And obviously Honorable Nhlanhla has proactively taken the position to do so. If that's the case, then let's put it on the record so that we know that it runs smoothly when we go next time. Especially, I mean, it's part of the rules, section 159 as well. So I just thought I should raise that. Thank you, Chair.
Bonani has brought it to my attention. We don't need any decision. What we must just do is that if I go out, honorable members must no longer do what they do in my absence. No, I'm just joking, Honorable Souls. I think you are raising a fair point, which if honorable members have a suggestion, I don't think it's something we can subject it to an election. Just, honorable members can just say, we suggest that in the event you have to respond to certain processes. So and so can be standing in. Yeah.
No, I think, Chair, the brightest in the room should do so. And clearly, Honorable Nhlanhla is the brightest in the room. And he's been proactive. When you went here, he jumped and presided and brought order. So from myself, I think he should continue. Thank you, Chair.
Okay. Any further comment? Thank you so much for your understanding, honorable members. Honorable Nhlanhla, you are the deputy referee or the deputy umpire in this game. So you are not an elected deputy. Yes, you are a deputy who does his work, at the behest of the chair. If I go out, I may decide not to. Yeah, but if I'm not here and there is a need for that guidance, you can just quickly come in and steer the ship. Not steer, but serve. Yeah. Thank you so much, honorable members. It's 25 minutes past. It's up to 25 minutes past 7. So it's 3 hours exactly. Honorable Sokanyile, your time starts now. Mr. Cedric Nkabinde, good luck to you and Honorable Sokanyile.
Thank you very much.
30 minutes on the dot.
Oh, thank you very much, Chairperson.
Yeah.
But Chairperson, if maybe 5 or 2 minutes are left, I donate them to Kola, not to Honorable Cameron.
You are wasting
keep those
you are
minutes.
wasting your time.
to
Because
say up front.
that log is ticking. It's not.
Say that up front. and
Yeah,
know
but
it.
that log is ticking.
Oh, thank you very much. Mr. Nkabinde, can we look at your statement on paragraph 25? 25, it's on page 12. I'm taking the initial statement, not the supplementary one, whereby you indicate that your findings show that the hawks were being used for political things interfering on the matter. That's your findings. Can you share with this ad hoc committee your findings that led to the conclusion that you had about the hawks having to interfere with your findings?
The hawks never interfered with my findings. But during my investigation and those several interviews, were that reopening of a case which was declined 5 years ago. What was the valid reason? So that what I got that it's a political interference. That was a pressure from external. But the political interference, that's what I gathered. To the hawks, yes. I paid through my report. This was our recommendations that if indeed there are reasonable reasons to reopen a case, these are the legal steps you need to follow. It was outlined in the report. So that they are not reopening it based on any pressure from outside. There is nothing wrong to reopen a case, but just follow the law.
Okay. On paragraph 28, that is again on page 12, you indicate that you had a misunderstanding with the executive director based on the report that you filed with the former minister, Bekicel, which was leaked to Mr. McBride. That is in 2018. What did this report relate to?
The report relates to a several number of unethical conducts against the then executive director, Robert McBride, in colluding with Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. In fact, I'm working with them and I'm reporting what is happening. Then if I go to details, I will have to look at it.
Then did that cause you to leave your work?
Yes, because McBride was so angry that I reported him.
You're afraid of him?
No, he
McBride.
suspended me. He placed me on suspension.
He placed you on suspension,
Yes,
and there were charges that were instituted against you.
yes,
And then you felt being victimized. Is that so?
that's correct.
Then again, you are saying that on paragraph 29, on the day of the disciplinary hearing, you were offered a settlement agreement. And you accepted that. Why did you accept that instead of correcting that dirtiness that was happening? Because if you're saying that there was a report that you produced and that showed many dirty things, why did you have to take a settlement that was offered?
This was the option available to me since I did not enjoy any protection. Like for instance, when I was suspended, the reasons for my suspension and the reason of why I have to be disciplined was about the report that I did, of which for me, it was in contravention with the Protected Disclosure Act. Then I reported almost everywhere that I reported unethical conduct. Now I'm being victimized and I'm going to be dismissed. I reported it to the public protector. I reported it to the portfolio committee on police. I reported it to the minister again, the very same minister whom I gave the report. Then I say, now the report that I gave you, I'm now suspended. I'm now subjected to victimization. What the then former minister did, he wrote a letter. I do have that letter. He wrote a letter to McBride that he must stop the imminent suspension of Cedric Nkabinde. The matter now is in his table, of which he disregarded the former minister as well. He proceeded with the discipline. I got a response from a public protector. They wrote to him and copied me that Mr. Nkabinde lodged a complaint of occupational detriment, that now he reported these things, now you are suspending him. We request you to put the disciplinary in abeyance until we finalize investigation. He also disregarded that. He proceeded. Then I wrote to the portfolio committee on police. Then the portfolio committee on police responded to me that they are an oversight body, they can't get into those labor issues. So I was left like that. Now you are facing a disciplinary of which you already know it's a concocted trump-up charges against you. And you sure you are going to be dismissed, whether you're right or wrong. And then this is an offer.
What is that offer?
This is now an offer. During the disciplinary hearing, before we even commence with the disciplinary hearing, McBride arrived in that venue. He came and stopped the hearing and proposed the settlement agreement that
How much? He gave you how much?
No. The offer was that we are going to withdraw all charges against you. We are going to withdraw. We're going to stop all this thing. You must resign. Let us part ways. So that was an offer. Then I must also withdraw all my occupational detriment complaints. That I think they were all over my complaints.
The
So I
offer,
had,
the offer was one-sided.
the
You
op-
must resign.
yes,
And then in turn of your resignation,
we withdraw against you. Then
meaning that it's you who was wrong then, who was on the wrong side of the law, if they are saying that. Because if you're saying that the report, it had an impact to McBride, but now their settlement offer, it's saying that you must resign, then they're going to drop everything. Why? Can't you see that
Not-
it was one-sided and you'll be seen as a person who was wrong?
it's not one-sided because the settlement agreement has nothing to do with the report.
Uyanisitha ke ngoku.
The settlement agreement had nothing to do with the report. The only things that I had to withdraw is those occupational detriment victimization complaints that I'm now suspended. So, but my report, even today, my report stands.
So you knew that going to the disciplinary hearing, you'll be dismissed.
I know, because this is their chairperson. I knew I was going to be dismissed. But now to allow me to resign and you withdraw cases, I can still find another job.
And indeed, your report was used.
Yes,
The moment you were gone, it was used against my pride,
yes.
not renewing the contract. Are you saying that? Is this what you are saying? That the former minister, Bekicele, used the report that you had with your findings against McBride, it was used, not his contract being renewed.
Yes, it was used. I was already left by then, but it was used.
Okay. Then on paragraph 33, page 13, you are outlining the circumstances surrounding you and Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi visiting the minister at Mpangeni, Minister Mkhunu. You are saying that you were requested by Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi to go to visit the minister at Mpangeni. And yet, when Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi was here, he told this ad hoc committee that it is you who requested him to accompany to the minister's homestead. What are you saying about that?
Chair, I never said General Mkhwanazi, he requested me to go and see Minister Mkhunu. I never said that. What I said, General Mkhwanazi requested me to accompany him to Mpangeni area. Then once we were there, then I suggested that we go past the minister because it's the same location. I took him to the minister.
You are saying that you are going to Mpangeni, not to the minister's homestead.
Yes, we were going there for our things.
Hence, you said on that day, it was a boys out,
That's it.
outing.
Yes, then I remember that we are in the same area as the minister, and it's been a while. I never saw him. Then I said, let's pass the minister.
So he's correct then to say that it's you who said you and himself must go to the minister's house.
That's correct. It's
So
me.
he's correct.
Yes, it's correct.
Because on that day, on the first appearance of yourself here, it's a pity that we cannot play the recordings of that day. You said it is Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, unless my hearing was not correct on that day, who said you must go to the minister.
I know, I never said like that. We were
sure?
going, yes, we were going for our things. Then I'm the one said, it's been a while, let's go and pass.
I
the
thought you
minutes."
even said it's you, it's Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi who came to you with the car, you were driving. I thought we were dramatizing that to show that indeed it was Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi who said to you, must go to there. When we are dramatizing, because you are dramatizing that on that day. Today, at least, you are not dramatizing issues. I'm happy about that. Can I say that? I'm happy about it. That's why I'm saying that it's, you were consistent to say it is Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, but anyway, at the end, you are saying that whilst you were doing what you were doing at Mpangeni, then you went go via Minister Mkhunu. So what did you go? Just greetings, nothing else.
No, nothing else. We just spoke about general things. There was nothing to discuss about.
Even Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi didn't find a space to say, Minister, can we discuss other issues? Because I know the pain and the thorn on the flesh with Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, it was the issue of the PKTT. He didn't say anything on that day about PKTT.
I know, not really. Remember, the minister was a minister of water. They never been spoke
Oh,
about.
then he
Yeah,
was the
yes,
minister
they
of
never
water.
been spoke about.
Thank you for
policy.
reminding me.
Yeah.
Thank you. He was the, but you wanted to introduce Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi of some sort to your friend. Because now Minister Mkhunu was your friend.
No, he's never been my friend.
Oh, Kalu. On page, what is this page? On page, it's paragraph 26. Paragraph 26, yeah. Page 12. Whereby, let me look at it. Page 12. Yeah, paragraph 26. You are saying that in another meeting, you exchange phone numbers. That's good. But now in paragraph 26, you are saying that Minister Mkhunu and I continued to have a relationship after that investigation, which over the year developed.
It does not make us friends.
Oh, because to me, by saying that, I'm saying that it developed to the extent that you became the chief of staff in the office of the minister. It is because of that relationship that developed after you have exchanged phone numbers in one of the paragraphs and the report, Wara But in 26, in your statement written by you, that relationship developed. When you say that a relationship developed, didn't it move to another level?
No, it does not make us friends.
If I may.
You want to say it developed without blossoming.
Because if you and the chief whip, your relationship develop, it goes, you become friends. I assume. Because if Mdu was a girl, it will develop to another level. So I'm looking at this one with the minister. It developed that the minister saw a chief of staff in you. Do you agree with me on that?
No, I can't agree. It has never developed to be friends.
It developed to be what? Because it's you have written, you left it hanging. That's why you are having conclusion.
No, it's never developed being friends. But now and again, we will then contact each other, especially me, I will contact him.
You are saying that the directive of the 31st December, you know, when people are very much happy, we're busy in the office. And we're writing that directive. The directive maybe that has caused us to be having an ad hoc committee and a commission. And now, I just want to check. You were saying that the contents of that directive, they were written by you?
The content of
The directive
No.
of the 31st, that letter,
it was written by the minister.
they were written by the minister.
Yes.
Hence, you had again to send to the minister's private thing. You thought the minister didn't have that correspondence in that directive in his.
No, I copied him so that whatever response he will also receive. Because when a person responds to the trail email, he will also see.
You know, yesterday we had a lady here, Lady Mary de Haas. Lady Mary de Haas wrote a correspondence to the minister on the 31st October with the instruction to the minister to disband the PKTT immediately. Wara is saying all that. And the correspondence of the minister, they're having the exact words of the letter written by Mary de Haas. Is that a coincidence?
I never checked the content of Mary de Haas.
But the letters of the minister, they also come to you.
Of Mary de Haas, I never received a Mary de Haas letter. Maybe I was not the
Or
office.
the minister, that one, he had hidden it from you. Because Mary de Haas wrote to the minister to immediately disband the PKTT.
No, I never saw
But
that
the
correspondence.
words that are on the letter of Mary de Haas, those are the same words that are contained in the directive.
No, I never saw it. I can't comment.
That's why I'm telling you, it is because you didn't see it.
No, I never saw it.
Hence, it becomes a worry to us that someone who's not within the minister's office or working with subs, but to instruct the minister to disband the PKTT, it's worrisome. Thank you, Chair.
Five minutes. No, the next speaker is Honorable Cameron. No. You ended at your own volition. So can we move to Honorable Cameron? Honorable Cameron, your time starts now. It ends at 20 past Five.
Chair.
Let's move with speed and save time.
Can I start, Chair? Thank you, Chair. Mr. Nkabinde.
Yes.
I'm going to start with the McBride issue. A few thoughts. I was going to leave it for later, but I want to touch on this just because the previous honorable member asked it. While serving on the National Task Team for Special Investigations, were you ever approached by members of crime intelligence?
Not at all.
Were you ever offered any kind of a promotion at that stage, favor or benefit for making statements or affidavits against Mr. McBride?
Not at all.
Because that, the reason I'm asking it is that is the loose thread that's hanging around this thing. I'll come back to it now, but why do because interesting, after last week's blunder with the testimony, a lot of messages that we got said that several crime intelligence officers placed you at the center of this whole McBride campaign that was being run at that stage. Would you comment on that?
No, there was no such thing.
You produced a very damning report against Robert McBride. Do you still stand by that report?
Yes, I do.
But the Public Service Commission found that your allegations were entirely baseless. So if the PSC, do you see them as being part of some kind of a conspiracy, or was your report an attempt to smear an effective investigation?
My report has never referred to PSC.
But the PSC found it entirely baseless.
So they can't find that and don't give me a report as a complainant. It's the first time I hear it from you, honorable member.
Okay, I'll come back to it again. I want to ask in terms of IPID's charges against you. IPID charged you in failing to disclose the crime intelligence approach, apparently. Do you accept that there was a charge against you with IPID, from IPID?
Yeah, not that one. Not the one that you are referring to. I was not charged for that.
So what was the charge then?
The charge was me writing a report, and then in one line there, they are saying I put the department into disrepute by giving out false allegation against the senior managers.
And then IPID allegedly also charged you with obstructing investigations regarding a 45 million rand iView cell phone grabber case. Would you do you concede to that?
No, I was part of investigation there.
Were you part of the investigation?
Yeah, that can't be me investigated.
No, I understand that, but
It has never done.
information that we got was that they complained
that's
about
wrong
you.
information.
It's interesting. Why did you rather sought settlement instead of clearing your name?
I could not clear my name because there was the only option I had now when Mr. McBride is offering me the settlement.
But you approached them for the settlement.
No, he approached me for the settlement.
Not according to the statements that we saw. Jay, there's something very wrong here.
Statement from who?
From Robert McBride himself at that stage. The statement from back then.
No, that's not true. I don't have that statement.
Well, you would have seen it because
No, I
you
never
were a
saw it.
respondent in it.
I never saw it.
Well, I'm sure we can share
I
it.
don't know where he wrote that statement to who.
I'll share it with you. But Chair, maybe it's an option to invite Mr. McBride himself to then come and explain that, because according to his statement, you approached him for settlement and it wasn't the other way around. In fact, you approached Mr. McBride to resign, and then you instructed your lawyers to negotiate a settlement. The reasonable inference is that you then avoided a public process because it would expose your dealings with crime intelligence. Is that correct?
No, that's no such things. If there was such a things, Mr. McBride will not agree to that. He will never. I know him. He will never if there was something like that.
So he wouldn't agree if you approached him for a settlement?
Yes, if it's based on those reasons, he would not agree.
But if you approached him and conceded that you had made a mistake and you said that you don't want to fight any further, would he concede? Would he agree to a settlement?
That will be then up to him.
the reason I don't understand this, Mr. Nkabinde, respectfully, there's a saying that says, strip a man of money or position and he can rebuild. Strip a man of his name and he has nothing. Surely with something like this, if someone questions your integrity to this point, you would do everything to clear your name. If it meant to go to court, do whatever you need to do, but simply conceding and moving on without actively clearing your name, don't you think that casts significant doubt on you?
No, it will cause a doubt on McBride as an executive director, instead of dealing with a serious misconduct and decided to circle with a junior member.
It's very interesting. Mr. Nkabinde, I'm surprised that you haven't seen the McBride statement, Chair. I think that's something that we should consider and calling Mr. McBride, because I think it would give a lot of foundational information regarding Mr. Nkabinde in this process. In terms of your contradictions of the Mpangeni meeting and your appointment, Mr. Nkabinde, you describe yourself as a straightforward public servant, correct?
That's correct.
Let us test that. General Mkhwanazi testified under oath that you brokered the Mpangeni meeting with Minister Mkhunu. You say he did. So both cannot be true. Did you broker it or did General Mkhwanazi broker it? Who's lying?
What do you mean broke for it?
Organized it, arranged it, planned it, scheduled it.
No one, both of us, planned it or arranged it. While we were there in the area, I'm the one who suggested that let us go past Minister Mkhunu.
So you arranged it?
Yes, so General Mkhwanazi is correct if he's saying, while we're there, I took him to Minister Mkhunu. He is right.
According to me, though, you said that he was the one that arranged it.
Not Minister Mkhunu, because he's never known, they never know each other.
Not Minister Mkhunu, General Mkhwanazi. You said that General Mkhwanazi was the one that arranged it. Never mind, we'll go on to the next one. I'll come back to it. You also testified that the minister had no list and that you were the only candidate for the chief of staff position in the minister's office. The minister testified that he interviewed multiple candidates. So again, who's telling the truth, you or the minister? Was there a list or was there not a list?
Minister can't interview anyone. He can't get involved in those processes.
So the minister doesn't get involved in any form of process regarding his own chief of staff?
No, he can't. The only